Whoa! They got ebony out here! Oh, Ignis is gonna flip! Wait, what's a gill? I got a feeling our money's no good here, Noct.
Betcha Ignis came prepared, though. Let's ask him.
Enough for room and board. Something the matter?
Got any change on you? The local kind.
Funny you should ask. I just paid Sid for the repairs, so change is about all we have left. Gladio's got the last of it. He might share if you ask nicely.
Thanks. Stay beautiful.
Oh, I will. Hey, you got any money on you?
Not anymore. Information doesn't come cheap around here. Try Iggy. He's got the last of it.
Noct, perhaps we'd best have a chat with our mechanic.
Broken down and flat broke.
Adding insult to injury.
Old man's in for both after charging us that much.
Yeah, let's pay him a visit.
What happened here?
The telegraph pole's been split in two. And not just this one either.
The hell do you think did this?
Hard to say. Natural disaster, perhaps?
You sure? The hammerhead doesn't have a scratch on it.
Maybe a huge monster came and knocked him down.
It better not be the varmint Cindy was talking about.
Looks like we found our first targets. Ready, Noct?
They aren't gonna know what hit them. Let's do this.
Doesn't look so tough. I'll handle this.
Not yet. I've got a plan.
Over there! That's it, right?
Huh. That's a dual horn?
Yes, but not your run-of-the-mill breed. We'd best make quick work of it.
Wait a sec.
What? Scared, big guy?
You ought to be too. Thing's vicious.
You sure? Looks tame to me.
Yeah.
Look out!
Ah! Ah! Whew. He's really got your number, Noct.
Huh. Not like we made much effort to keep it secret.
Even if we had, the press always finds a way. We needn't befriend him, but we'd best not make him our enemy.
Maybe Sid was right about your lack of dignity.
You're one step above delivery boy.
Royal rank carries little weight outside the Crown City.
Glad it's not weighing me down. You sure we're in the right spot?
According to the map. Let's scope it out.
O-M-G. We're supposed to get near that thing?
Pipe down before you wake it up.
Oh, we made it out alive.
Barely! I seriously thought we were at Journey's End.
But that feat was fit for a king.
Indeed. I doubt a souvenir like that could make its way into the hands of an ordinary citizen.
Oh well, it's our pocket change now.
Let's learn from history and book a place this time.
I admit I didn't expect Dino to secure us a ship.
Yeah, that guy's one artful artisan.
I'm surprised he gave us one of his pieces just like that.
Maybe he'll make some more for us.
Yeah, for a pretty gill.
Worth it for a one-of-a-kind accessory.
He may have come off as flippant and forceful, but I sense Dino is honest and hard-working at heart.
Huh. Sounds like he and I are two peas in a pod.
Nah, he's a hell of a lot sharper than you are.
And he's got a lot more substance, too.
Well, must be pretty connected if he can pull some strings around an Imperial embargo.
Up ahead!
They've set up an inspection point.
If the road ahead's blocked, then we find a way around.
Let's make a detour. There ought to be a decent vantage point up ahead.
There they are. Want to take them out?
Oh yeah, those scrap heaps are gonna wish they had a treaty to protect them.
So these are MTs.
Empty humanoid soldiers, soulless and merciless. And this must be the outpost Sid mentioned.
It looks like a hub for hunters.
Maybe they know something.
Wonder what drew them to the royal tomb.
A morbid curiosity for the late kings of Lucis.
Only one way to find out.
We're here.
A tomb fit for royalty.
Let's go in and find the marshal.
How do we get through all that?
Take him head on, or sneak up from behind. The choice is yours.
The Empire is everywhere.
See your opponents for what they are. Haste is the bane of strategy.
I don't like the look of those numbers.
Numbers alone don't decide a battle. What you lack in numbers, you make up for in tactics.
A Magitech armor.
Dangerous?
This particular model poses a mild to moderate threat.
The short version?
Somewhat dangerous.
Marshal, you'd have to be pretty badass to take that down, right?
Think you're up to it? Let's see what you can do.
Come to think of it, we did spy a large structure.
Yeah, hard to miss an ominous thing like that.
Ain't gonna be easy taking down a whole stronghold.
Can we really do this?
The Marshal believes we can, or he wouldn't have asked us. But first things first.
Right. Let's head back to the outpost.
So, who is this Monica person?
A servant of the Crown's Guard, like Gladio and myself.
She's one of my father's best, along with Dustin, who's guarding my sister.
Good to know we still have people we can count on outside the city.
Man, who knew Cor was such a badass?
I'm just glad he's on our side.
Why bother with a fake treaty?
Why bother talking about it?
Trespassers in our own lands.
Yeah, the price of losing the war.
You said you obtain more power. Let's see how well you wield it.
Will the others be all right on their own?
Worrying will only compromise your focus.
Yeah.
If we're going to count on them, we have to believe in them. Have faith in your friends. Once you learn to entrust your life to others, you'll never walk alone.
Don't let the praise get to your head. We still got a lot to learn.
Especially me. Seriously though, Cor is hardcore. No pun intended.
He's not called the Immortal for nothing. Let us aspire to his example as we search for the power of kings.
Yeah.
Look out, world. Here we come.
We can finally leave this Dust Bowl behind.
The lands beyond are vast by comparison to lead.
Bigger's better. More stuff to see and do.
First comes Duskai, a region known for its wetlands.
Really? Wetlands?
There's also a chocobo forest.
Now we're talking.
Further west lies the Clane region, wherein we'll find the town of Lestallum.
Oh, isn't that where Iris is headed?
Barring delays, she should have arrived by now. Maybe even had herself a look at the meteor.
The meteor of the Six?
The same. Its heat is harnessed to power Lestallum.
Whoa, that sounds way cool.
I'm actually looking forward to this.
It'll be a long drive. Best fill up the tank before we set out.
One hell of a crowd.
This must be the main thoroughfare.
Guys, check that out.
The Empire. What are they doing here?
Playing king of the castle, and the game begins.
What do we do?
Show him the real king. That takes care of him.
It does for the time being, at least.
Reinforcements may be on their way. We should leave.
Should be safe here, right?
Ought to be.
We may be safe, but the car is still locked up.
That sword you found behind the waterfall? It is the same sword as the one from the legend in this town.
It appears the power of kings made its way into local folklore.
That makes you a living legend, huh?
Yeah. Thanks for the story, Talcott.
You're welcome.
First Galden and then Lestallum. What a coincidence, huh?
Way too convenient to be a coincidence. I reckon he's following us around.
But to what end? That question bothers me deeply, as does his origin.
It's hard for me to picture that guy in the Empire.
But it's even harder to imagine him as a Lucian.
I'd sooner not rely on him.
But he may be our only way in to the Disc of Kothis.
What's His Highness's opinion of this Arden?
Don't really have one. He's nothing more than a creepy old dude to me.
You hit the nail on the head right there.
Well, that's why we came up with a plan.
Gotta watch our backs the whole way.
I've met some weirdos.
I hope we never meet that one again.
Whoa, little harsh there, don't you think? Guy really knew his stuff about nursery rhymes.
Yeah, nothing creepy about that.
We leaving?
There's no guarantee we can regain entry.
Just checking behind us.
Just focus on the front. The heat's making me woozy.
How the hell does it get this hot? It feels like I'm about to combust.
These ruins.
Is that what I think it is?
Didn't expect to find a royal tomb here.
Would be a shame not to grab that power, eh, Highness?
Let's grab it and go.
Don't rush off on your own, huh?
Don't get left behind.
Wise guy. They're on edge. Let's not ruffle their feathers anymore.
Try shedding your beak.
Just offering sound advice.
Yeah, like a parrot in my ear. Hey, Gladio. Your dad, I'm grateful to him.
Just doing his job. Isn't that your phone?
Ignis.
You're safe. Good. Listen, Imperial troops are...
Got cut off. But it sounds like we're about to have Imperial company.
It's about to get even hotter in here. We finally made it.
I know. Hey, we all still here?
Yep, still here.
If a little battered,
Does this mean it's over?
Lady Lunafreya has done well to keep the ring from falling into enemy hands.
All we need to do is hit Altissia.
That entails passage aboard a ship. Kayam may serve us now as it did them then.
The hidden harbor. Just my work. I'll have Iris set it up.
So, in the meantime,
We head into the storm.
another day, another deity. What is it? Another headache?
I heard her. Gentiana.
Divine voices in your head again?
Hopefully it won't amount to the same headache it did with the Archean. You all right? What did she say?
That Luna's awakening the six.
Noct! You okay?
Yeah. Another reminder to receive the blessing.
That divine power's just waiting for you. What was it this time?
Said I'm the chosen one. Lucky me.
If the ferry at Galden were running, we'd probably be in Altissia by now.
The port's still closed?
Safe to assume until we hear news to the contrary.
I never heard of Kayam before. Is it famous?
Not among the masses, but its harbour was home to His Majesty's ship.
Bet everything's just the way he left it 30 years ago.
So, we found a harbor. Do we have a ship?
Maybe?
If not, we'll find one of those too.
How?
Come on, pick up.
No luck?
Probably got her phone on silent. What the hell? I can't get a hold of her.
Iris?
She call you?
No messages.
Still can't get through.
Perhaps she's unable to answer.
But I told her to be ready and pick up when I call.
Let's hope she's all right. So, Iris's story about Lady Lunafreya coming through town was true after all.
Judging by the timing of her visit, she probably set course for the Archean as soon as she fled the Crown City.
You really owe her big time, Noct.
Can't wait to thank her in person. The last one's in the cave.
Let's hurry up and get this over with.
Finally, time to meet with the Storm Sender.
You'd better look your best.
Here we are, Fosha Hollow.
No telling what waits inside.
Stay sharp.
Always. This is it. The power of the storm.
I expected more fire and brimstone.
Some gods are friendlier than others, I guess.
But not all of them. Poor Luna.
Perhaps you'd better console her in person.
Just a boat ride away.
Lose that scowl along the way.
Will do.
Hey, it stopped raining.
Guess Rama finally got sick of showers. Up there! It's huge!
Way bigger than the last one we saw.
This is nothing more than conjecture, but I suspect that ship was due to arrive far earlier. The thunder and lightning must have slowed it down. There's a chance they intend to transport the regalia back to Niflheim.
We ought to thank the Thunder God for buying us some time.
But that time is running out.
Yeah, let's run in and ride off.
Shall we, then?
Yeah, I don't want to keep Sid and Cindy waiting. They're fixing up the boat as we speak.
We ought to thank them.
Actually, Jared's the one we ought to thank.
Yeah. He really thought of everything.
Filled her up for you.
Thanks.
Ready to roll? Let's get this show on the road. I call back seat.
Let's pull over for a sec.
How come?
I gotta give the driver a break every now and then.
If you say so.
Wonder why no one ever thought of that before.
Because no one ever had little sister along for the ride.
Wow, look at that bridge up ahead.
Some piece of work right there.
The rivers run wide out here, so the bridges run long.
Guess I'll see it when we cross.
I got some bad news, guys.
Oh, great. Another floating fortress.
Let's pull over.
Knocked.
Relax. We've got this.
Taking matters into hand?
delivering justice for Jared.
And for Talcott, too.
Iris, I'll need you to wait here.
All right.
Surprised to see him this far out.
Oh, looks the same as before.
Looks can be deceiving.
We beat them once. They won't make it easy this time.
And neither will we.
Leave no plot of land unconquered.
Those aren't conquering numbers.
Likely building a supply line it would behoove us to cut.
You think Iris is doing all right?
She is all alone.
She's a big girl. She'll be fine.
Iris isn't exactly a bring-em-on backstreet brawler, is she?
She's tough, but I'd feel better if we got this over with and got back on the road.
Careful, Noct. Only fools rush in. I suggest we review our intelligence and devise a plan.
So, what's our plan?
Targeting metal men will yield little in the way of reconnaissance, but bones bend easily. We'll split into 2 groups of 2. Prompto and Gladio will generate a diversion.
Oh yeah, making a scene's what I do best.
Find the base commander and take him into custody. Noct, are you prepared?
Operation To Catch a Commander is go. Anytime now.
Glad to see you lot were successful.
Does that mean you weren't?
I placed our captive into the hunter's custody, but I've just been informed he's fled. He lives to die another day.
And I'll gladly help him with that.
The waterfall cave was right around here.
That means the lake should be somewhere north of here.
Be wary, though. Where we go, the Empire seems to follow.
Wait, what happened to under Imperial lockdown?
They all but turned the key and left the gates open for us, as if awaiting our arrival.
And if anyone's waiting for us, I bet it's that guy.
Chancellor Izunia.
Can't complain, as long as he lets us in.
Who's to say he'll let us out? Not to mention we're a man down. Would that the Marshal were with us.
Oh yeah. Whatever happened to that guy?
As I understand it, he's put his tomb raiding on hold to help the hunters take care of some troublesome beasts.
No rest for the Immortal.
Don't we know her?
Afraid so.
Ah,
Do you think she remembers us?
One of us, at least. Quite the unexpected reunion.
Demons, till death do us part.
Practicing your vows.
The army swore their oaths a long time ago.
What does the Empire seek here?
Specimens. And we're stuck harvesting them.
Specimens?
Demons.
So what's all this about the army and demons?
What do you think it is?
Nice. I love gassing games.
Turns out the Empire makes weapons out of them.
Weapons?
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen your share by now. Something not quite right with the Empire lately.
it's not just lately.
True. Maybe it's time I left.
Really? What would you do if you left the army?
Whatever I want. I was a mercenary once. Maybe I'll round up my men and hunt demons for cash?
Well, that's, a heck of a plan.
What about the Empire strikes you as not quite right?
The Emperor and new High Commander, for starters. Then there's that charmer of a Chancellor. I really can't stand that guy.
Those guys your friends or something?
You appeared to be on good terms.
Who? Biggs and Wedge? They're more subordinates than they are friends, but I trust them all the same.
That concludes our business here.
Say, Commodore,
Aranea,
you said the Empire uses demons to make weapons?
listen, you've seen Magitech troopers, right?
MTs.
They're born from demons, in a lab.
Born from demons.
Darkness is coming. If I were you, I'd watch my princely ass. Kingly ass.
Will do.
Fresh air.
Made it out in one piece.
Congrats, that concludes your training. You've still got a hard path ahead. But don't let anyone tell you how to walk it.
You may have been hired under false pretenses, but your assistance was invaluable, all the same.
Tell me something I don't know. And you can spare the pleasantries.
Take care walking your path, Aranea.
Oh, right. Thanks. I will. And I'll train you some more if our paths cross again. Oh, and before I forget, His Excellency instructed me to give you boys a ride back. If you need a lift, feel free to hop on.
Well, glad that's over with.
Noct, I've just received word from Cindy.
And?
We're to return to Lestallum. Her friend works as an engineer at the power plant. She'll take care of the mithril.
Uh-huh. And that'll take care of our boat problem.
Once you're rested and ready, I suggest we hasten back to Lestallum. Make sure you're prepared.
Shame to say goodbye to such a nice fishing spot. Want to see what's biting before we bolt? I gotta say, Aranea really impressed me today.
With her outfit?
Well, yeah, that too. It's just, I always had this impression that the Empire was filled with nothing but jerks.
She certainly doesn't fit the mold.
Really makes you wonder. You think she was okay with the raid on the Citadel?
Ask her yourself.
I wonder, is she really gonna leave the army?
You seem quite smitten with her.
Which one is it?
One is what?
Her or Cindy?
Aranea or Cindy? Oh, wow. Okay, let me think about this for a sec.
I've no doubt both of them can wait.
That Aranea, she's a little different.
Certainly doesn't fit the Imperial army profile. The war is won, yet they continue harvesting for soldiers.
Now that you mention it, that does seem like overkill.
We must be doubly cautious.
Right. No Gladio, no room for error. I could get used to having all this room back here.
I'll let the big guy know you said so. Think Gladio will be back anytime soon?
Would help if we knew what he was up to.
Our encounters with the Chancellor seem more than mere chance.
See that guy everywhere.
I've seen enough of him.
Loving that outfit, Noct.
Why don't you wear one?
Well, that's the only one. And if anyone stands a fighting chance in there, it's you. Forget about fashion and go.
So, you my backup?
I thought we were partners.
Anyway, place is crawling with demons.
Wait a sec. You sound familiar.
Save the talk. We got hunting to do. Now, if we're done with the introductions, follow me. Some pretty fancy moves you've got there. Reminds me of a certain king I know.
Fancy that. Not too shabby yourself. You'd make a good sparring partner.
You think so?
Red alert, you two! We're detecting a major power surge! She's gonna blow! Abort the mission and get out of there!
I ain't one to leave unfinished business. Can't speak for him, though.
Then allow me. I got this.
Well, how about you prove it?
Gladly. Had all of them?
Think so.
Nice job. It didn't disappoint.
When have I ever?
Keep it up.
Will do. Now, let's scram.
What are the odds the Empire will crash the pool party with Leviathan?
Consider it a guarantee. They felled a god to prevent Noct from receiving his blessing, and they'll do so again.
But we beat him to the big guy, thanks to our friendly guide.
Never know which way that one's gonna move next.
The Chancellor has an agenda all his own.
Sometimes it helps, like when he called off his army and let us escape.
But he was still a creep about it.
Well, feels like he's only helping us because he wants something. I just don't know what.
Reckon we'll see him again?
Certainly hope not.
Not your type?
No love lost for phonies.
As Gladio said, his actions are motivated not by altruism, but by self-interest. And when he does come to our aid, I see only condescension in his eyes.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
Ever think you think too much?
Sometimes, but it's always preferable to the alternative.
Well, you must have seen your fair share of Altissia by now.
Yeah, only done been the once. Stayed a good while, though.
What's it like?
Big old city.
Big, okay.
Well, it ain't the Crown City.
Different, got it.
You'll see for yourself. Foreign lands seldom lend themselves to trite explanations.
Change of scenery ought to do you good. So, soon you'll have your old man's ring back.
Yeah, when we arrive in Altissia.
Good thing. To him, it was his heritage.
Is that what my dad said?
Carrying a royal line ain't a task to be taken lightly. For a small thing, that ring can sure weigh heavy. After he became king, I only ever saw his face in the paper.
Wait, weren't you at the coronation?
No, I was long gone from the city.
Must have been invited at least.
Had a falling out of sorts with your old man, right at the end of the trip.
You did?
I was given to understand you stayed in touch.
We buried the hatchet years later, but never talked face to face again. Should have paid a visit while I had the chance. Well, no use dwelling on it now. Got the regalia in the hold, but y'all gonna stay in Altissia for a good while, right?
Yes, we believe so.
In that case, I'll tune her up for y'all. Not that I'll have much to do, though. What with Cindy looking after the old girl.
If you say she's good, she must be great.
She was never afraid of hard work. Heaven knows she had a hard childhood.
Hard childhood?
He means her parents.
Lost them both when she was little. Was big enough to understand, though. And to hurt. But you wouldn't guess that, seeing her now.
Not at all. She's always so cheerful.
Well, that ought to tell you how far she's come.
The government issued a statement promising that the reasons behind awakening the Hydrian would be clarified in the ceremonial address.
Got a signal!
Delivering the address will be Lady Lunafreya, who was previously reported dead. This will mark her first public appearance since the violence that befell the signing ceremony.
Lady Lunafreya's gonna give a speech?
Sounds like it.
Lord knows. This world could use some wisdom.
Won't be much longer now, Noct.
Yeah.
Lodgings are our first order of business.
All work and no play?
Make Cygnus a dull boy.
Someone has to babysit you two.
You're welcome to sleep in the wild.
Ain't no hotel, but I know a fella has a place.
Hey now.
Wescombe ran with Reggie and me way back when.
Oh, was he the other one in that photo with the garage?
Yep. Runs himself a diner or a cafe or something. Go and see for yourselves.
Sure.
Does the place have a name?
McGee or Magoo or Mago, that's the one.
Nice.
You can count on Old Wes, but he'll chew your ears off.
You want to check Wescombe's place out?
Yeah, let's all go to Mago.
Perhaps we'll even make it in time for tea.
And we'd better start looking now.
So, we're looking for the guy from the picture.
An estranged friend of the king.
Noct, you ever meet him?
Nope.
Sid wasn't kidding, it is big.
Crowded, too.
It's a photographer's dream.
What a city.
Your dad's friend seems like a cool guy. Just wonder how he ended up here.
The Empire effectively runs the show here. You lose sight of that when there's so much else to see.
After the journey with His Majesty, he settled here and opened shop. He's an odd specimen.
Seems like the kind of guy who knows how to cook.
He does run a cafe.
Wouldn't mind sampling some of his handiwork. Would it be rude to ask about eats?
Has that ever stopped you?
No idea what kind of fish they have here. But if you catch it, I'll eat it.
There's no way the Nifs don't know about Lady Lunafreya's speech. With both Leviathan and the Ring in one place, we can bet our asses they'll come out in full force.
Based on the government's actions, it would seem Accordo is supportive of the Oracle.
Despite being under the Empire's thumb.
Therein lies the riddle. Is Lady Lunafreya truly safe?
If Ravus is in town, seems it's only a matter of time before that Chancellor shows up. Another unknown we don't need.
The Archean's awakening resulted in the destruction of the disk, yet the government proceeds with the rite. There's more to this than we understand.
They're extending the exhibit for Lady Lunafreya's wedding dress. The Vivian Westwood? But wasn't that a memorial for her passing?
Well, now it's a memorial for her safe return. Let's go see it while we still can.
Oh, could that be the dress we read about in the papers?
Doubtless. The designer's name is the same.
Want to check it out?
That depends on the groom. Might still be a sore spot, what with his wedding getting called off.
Who says we can't call it back on? It can still happen.
True enough. Let's keep an eye out for it.
Excuse me, could you point us to the shop with Lady Lunafreya's dress? Just follow this road towards the Secretary's estate. Then brace yourself for the insane crowds.
Oh, well, I guess that's to be expected. Thank you.
She's a big deal.
Big? Think you mean huge?
You truly get the sense. Seems everyone is making for the shop.
They spared no expense on the dress. I'm glad I caught it when I did. If the prince is still alive, they should go ahead with the wedding. Yeah, they just need him to show up. Doesn't he know it's rude to keep a lady waiting?
The people have spoken.
Good to know the prince isn't completely forgotten.
Oh, the dress is so beautiful. I want mine to be like that.
And it shall be, my love, as surely as I am your Prince Noctis.
Looks like the prince has a following as well.
Not bad. For a symbol of the peace. Well, guess we need to go talk to Camellia.
Yeah, like we have any other option.
There's no telling how events will unfold. Let us prepare before making our way.
Yeah, she can sit tight a while.
During the rite, we must see to it the Empire does not harass Leviathan.
Gonna be tough to pull off before the king receives her power.
And with 3 of us on evacuation detail.
Indeed, the best we can realistically do is to help the Hydrian help herself.
What kind of help you talking about?
Just like Titan, the Empire will seek to immobilize Leviathan.
Oh, with the harpoon things?
If we can dislodge them from the goddess, she will have a fighting chance.
Sounds good in theory, but don't push it. It's pointless, unless you can get that blessing.
Stay flexible, stay alert.
All right, will do.